Hello everyone, I am headed out to pick up our pork share. I am so excited to bring this home again this year. The farm we buy from does such an amazing job raising their pork. They have such high standards and I can't wait. I had to laugh at myself a little because I did not bring any boxes. I could have sworn it was all boxed last time I got it, but I had this massive Target bag and I was able to fit so much in there and we got it all back home.
All right, it is time to unpack our goodies. First up, we have this chorizo. Now we actually ordered ground, like 12 pounds of ground chorizo. But the butcher made a mistake, and so the farm was kind enough to stick, I think, 5 packs of this chorizo in free of charge, just because the butcher gave me all ground pork, which is funny because we actually ground part of our ham to put it into our pork to have more sausage. So now I have a lot of ground pork, and I'm just gonna have to get very creative with my sausage. Maybe that's something we're gonna learn this year. So let's get that put up. I will show you the inside of the freezer at the end, but you can see here, I've got my chorizo. I'm all turned around. My chorizo is right there at the front in a basket, and behind it I piled some ground pork. But there is still more ground pork. I think we have 21 or 22 pounds of ground pork. The rest is in this bag, and I'm just gonna stick that underneath that. It will probably take us a full year to go through all that pork, or all that ground pork, unless we make sausage. So it doesn't all need to be front and center. In the bottom of the freezer, I'm gonna put the lard and also the pig feet and the soup bones. I have no earthly clue what to do with pig feet. We get them every time. Last time I threw them away. I don't know. I don't know what to do with them. If you do know what to do with pig feet, please fill me in. I'd say about 75% of our lard is the pork back fat, and then the other part is the leaf lard. So there's more of the back fat than the leaf fat. I've read that it matters if you're cooking something where the taste comes through really strongly, like cookies, for instance, you want the leaf lard. But if you're cooking something a little bit more savory, then the back lard is okay for that. Since I'm working on the bottom of the freezer first, I'm sort of pulling out the things that I'm not totally sure what to do with, or that it'll probably take me a while to get to. One of those is this pork bacon rind. We did get actual bacon, of course, but we also have this, and we have more of it this time than we did last time. Last time I think we only had one small pack. I know you can do something with this, and I also don't know what to do with it. So I gave it away last time. This year, maybe I'll figure it out. Another thing are these ham hocks. Now, I've heard you can make soup with these. I see them in recipes all the time. I think the ones we got last time did not have much meat on them, and so they just look like hocks. I don't know, is that a thing? And so I didn't really know how to cook with them, but these look very meaty inside, so that's exciting. I got 2 packs of those. Okay. Here's my setup so far. I've got my little basket up top with things that we will reach for regularly with the extra ground pork underneath it. And then down here, I have a basket, and that's actually a stacking basket. I have a second one off to the side here. And then you can see where I put the things that we might not reach for very often. They will kind of be in the bottom there. All right, next we have our hams. I got 3 4-pound hams. My hope with the hams is to cure them and smoke them ourselves. We have had a bit of a learning curve, learning how to cook pasture-raised pork and ham specifically that is not treated with nitrites and all the chemicals that make it taste great in the store. So we've tried it a variety of different ways, and last time we had a ham that was just smoked but not cured, and we didn't really like it. So we've also had a fresh ham, and you can't just cook that expecting it to be a honey glazed ham or a honey baked ham, you know what I mean? Which we honestly did not know that when we first bought this ham. So this year we are going to experiment with brining it first for several days before, and then sticking it on the smoker, and then maybe glazing it and doing it up like that. And we'll see if we can finally crack the code, because I have made some really bad hams these past couple years. I'm probably most excited about this. These are the picnic roasts and the pork butt. There's 2 of each. Those go great on the smoker or in the crock pot. We do an awesome Southwest style pulled pork. All right, I'm getting my second bin in there. Here is our bacon. Really need to learn to make our own bacon. We've had a really hard time sourcing bacon that we really like. One farm makes really tasty bacon if they do it with the chemicals. Another farm, one of the butchers they source from does a really great smoked bacon that doesn't have any additives, and it's great. But when you actually buy the whole pig from them, they use a different butcher, and it's a different formula, and that bacon doesn't taste as good. Bacon is just hard. We would like to be able to make our own, but sourcing pork belly from a pasture-raised farm that we could then bring home and cure ourselves is difficult. So it seems like you either get pasture-raised pork and chemically cure it, or you buy store-bought pork and do it naturally at home, and then the store-bought pork might not be raised well. That's kind of our reality in our geographical area, unless I find a different source. So right now this is high-quality pasture-raised pork, and it is cured with nitrite. So you win some, you lose some, I guess. Someday we would love to raise our own. But until then, we are grateful to have what we have. And then these are just the cute little bacon ends. All right, done with the box. Finish up this bag. This is the pork tenderloin. And then we have several packs of pork chops. I think I cut them a little bit thinner last time. These are cut at 1 inch. And I think we did 1/2 inch last time. So we had more last time. This must have been a pretty little pig. Here are 2 packs of spare ribs. And here's our baby back ribs. If it weren't for the ground pork and taking so long to use the ground pork, we could probably use a whole hog every year. But yeah, that ground pork, it takes a while to get through. And here is our stocked freezer. There's still a bit of room to spare. You can see this is not a very big freezer. So this is 1/2 a hog. And it's decently organized. I might go back to the store and, oh, looky here. Look what I just found. We have another extra basket. Maybe I will stick our pork chops right in there. That fits just about perfect. And this guy can slide over. Cool. Okay, so our little things that we might reach for, the pork chops, the chorizo, some ground pork, right up there. This is our bacon basket here with the spare ribs and the short ribs right on top. And then down below are the bigger roasts and the hams. Off to the side here, I think I have one of the roasts just because it didn't fit, but then the rest is sort of like specialty items like the hocks and the lard. So I'm pretty happy with that. This ran us about, I think it was $826. This farm is pasture-raised pork, and it's regeneratively managed and focused, so it's just a really, really high-quality farm, and we're really grateful for them. Farms like that are just, they're not only good for our health, but they're also good for our planet and just our food supply in general. So this is one that, as long as we can afford it, I am so happy to support this farm. Anyway, that's a wrap. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I or somebody else maybe who does this can definitely try to answer them. I think there is a large learning curve with ordering like this, but it's really, really nice to have this here and to be able to support farms that are just doing such great work. Anyway, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.